So next to my French seam, I'm going to put the flat felled seam. Okay, this is another type of self-enclosed seam where all the raw edges will be enclosed in the seam, so there's no need to overlock. For this type of seam, we're going to also put the wrong sides together. So I know that's the wrong side. I'm going to put that together with my next piece of calico. And we normally need a slightly bigger seam allowance for the flat felled seam. We need 1.5, and it can be even 2 centimeters on a thicker fabric. So I'm going to go to my next marking here, which I know is 1.5. Again, if you're struggling to know what 1.5 is on your machine, just put a few little marks for yourself with your tape measure. 1.5 centimeters in from that raw edge. So we're always keeping our raw edges flush together when we're sewing each of these seams. I'm going to start stitching 1.5 in from the edge, and we're keeping the consistency so the seam's going to be the same width all the way down. If we wander off too much, you might have to unpick it and start again. Okay, so for this one, we're just going to take one layer of our seam allowance and trim it down by half. All the way. So it looks like that. We've got the longer side, the shorter side. Okay, we're going to go to the press. So it looks a bit crinkled up there. I'm just going to give it a steam flat, and then we're going to press the long side over the shorter side, just like that. Okay, you need to make sure you're not covering that original row of stitching. So if you can see it a little bit, that's about right. Okay, so it's now looking like that. I've pressed the longer side over the shorter side. So now we can open it out like that. We need to press this over like that so the raw side is enclosed on the inside. Okay. So we've pressed that now nice and flat. Let's just check there's no pleats in it on the other side. And we're going to go and stitch this down now, right along that edge. So I'm back at my machine with this seam that I've just pressed, and then we're just going to stitch along the edge to enclose it. Just a final press on that seam there. And that's our flat felled seam. That's the right side. And that's the wrong side. Although with this seam, the right and wrong side can sometimes be interchangeable.